Welcome back, dear listeners, to another captivating story from the Bible. Long ago in the kingdom of Persia, there lived a man named Haman. He rose to power, second only in command to the king. The people bowed in fear except for one. This story is found in the Book of Esther. Haman stood tall in rich robes as he paraded before the people. But Mordecai stood upright among the crowd, refusing to bow, as he was a faithful Jew. He did not bow because of rebellion, but because of reverence to his God alone. Haman took offense to this and personally planned Mordecai's demise. He paced back and forth in his lavish home, rage on his face, as he thought about the best way to get rid of this man who had defied him. He spoke to his wife and friends about his wicked plot to build a 75-foot gallows in the courtyard to hang this Mordecai. Fueled by pride and hatred, Haman didn't just want Mordecai dead, he wanted him publicly humiliated by execution on a wooden gallows in the courtyard. To him, this was a trophy of revenge. But God was watching and working behind the scenes. One fateful night, the king of Persia could not sleep. He called for the records and commanded that the royal records be opened and read aloud. And what did he find? A forgotten deed. The king found out that Mordecai had once saved him from an assassination plot. The next morning, Haman entered the royal court with a wicked grin on his face. He entered early, ready to ask the king for permission to execute Mordecai. But before he could speak, the king looked up with urgency and said, "What should be done for the man that the king delights to honor?" Haman, thinking the king was talking about him, was blinded by ego. He imagined himself in royal robes, driven by the king's horses, and stated that a royal parade with the king's robe and the king's horses, led by a nobleman shouting the man's praises, would be honorable. Then came the twist. "Excellent," shouted the king. "Go at once and do everything you have said for Mordecai the Jew." Haman was mortified. He stood before the king in shock, as the king commanded him to honor Mordecai, to clothe him with his royal robes, and walk beside his horses shouting his praises. The very man Haman wanted to hang now wore the king's robes and rode the king's horses, while Haman led the parade in shame. Later, at a banquet, Queen Esther, the king's wife, pointed towards Haman and revealed the wicked plot he had to destroy Mordecai and her people. The king was enraged. His face turned furious as Haman fell to his knees. And so not long after, the gallows that Haman built for Mordecai became his own destruction. Beloved, many times in life, people make it their business to plot your downfall. Some even try to sabotage efforts that you've made in helping others. You might not even be aware that you are being targeted. And sometimes you may even feel overlooked, like the good that you have done went unnoticed. And all that is happening is that you are being attacked by people who rise to humiliate and put you down. But God sees and God remembers. And when the time is right, He opens the books and turns the tables. God defends the faithful when your life is in His hands. He causes even your enemies to end up promoting you. Amen. Thank you for watching till the end. And if you enjoyed this podcast, please share and subscribe so you can continue to receive these weekly Bible stories. God bless you is my prayer.